Hi, this is Dr. Jenny Mitchell, and I just want to take you on a tour of NFP554. As you'll notice, we're starting out here looking at the syllabus and looking at our program learning outcomes. But what I wish to point out is that we are going to be using some eBrary free textbooks that can be found at the virtual SMWC library. The one that we use the most is the Street Smart Financial Basics for Nonprofit Managers. We also use Cooney's How to Be Great at Doing Good, Why Results Are What Count, and How Smart Charity Can Change a World. We only use a couple of chapters and not even complete chapters in that book. It also is a free book at the SMWC eBrary. The other thing I want to point out is that some of you may wish to download Visio. Visio is a good software to help you look at inefficiencies as well as document internal control issues. So that may be a software that you wish to download, and it might be something you could use as part of your final project. Also, I've scheduled the webinar for May 3rd. We do have 9 weeks for this session. Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, we have 3 holidays. We have Easter, Mother's Day, and Memorial Day in that 9 weeks. So I have actually reduced the number of discussion board postings and lumped the assignments a little better so it'll give you a little time to be able to enjoy your family. We'll be doing our first meeting on Sunday, April 3rd. One of the assignments which may be new to you is a video assignment, and we'll be going through that. If you've not installed Jing, Jing works with either a Mac or a PC, and it is a screen recording software. We'll be working with Jing. We'll be looking at some of the partner assignments. You may be choosing partners, and it's nice if you choose a different one for each one so you get to work with a different partner. We'll review the assignments, and we're going to look at some of the watchdog sites like Charity Navigator and places that you can find NFP 990s. We'll be looking at the ratio and benchmark practice for NFPs, as well as some of the budgeting best practices. We'll also go through the final project choices that are available, and I just want you to know it's possible that you may even suggest a different one than the one that I've got listed, and I'll be showing you that in a minute. One of the things that may be a little different to you is the way that we do the assignments. On the discussion board, which DB1, that's discussion board 1, you do your original post on April 6th, and you must have responses to 2 of your classmates by April 9th. If you'll notice, you get 10 points for posting and 5 points for responses. And there is a rubric that you can review, and I've actually included it in the syllabus here as well. So then you'll see there's another discussion board posting, and you see an asterisk here on April 17th. That's because April 16th happens to be Easter. Then when you go on to the next one, you'll see that's where we start with our Dropbox assignments. When I say feel free to check with a classmate, that's fine. You can check with them. That's not going to be any problem. But we actually do have some partner assignments. You'll see down here in week 5, we have a partner assignment on Philabundance. We have a partner assignments on the Jane Addams Hull House. And it's possible that you could have a partner on the final project, depending on which choice you're interested in completing. This talks a little bit about how your discussion assignments are graded, and we have some course policies. Basically, we're only giving you 5 points for the webinar. If you miss the webinar, you miss the webinar. You've missed 5 points. It's not going to cause you to fail the course, but it's difficult to make that up. And then there is a late assignment policy of 10% penalty. That's possible on the Dropbox assignments. The discussion board rubric actually takes that into account. The Dropbox ones, that would be an additional penalty. So I try to respond to questions within 24 hours. I don't care if you text me, send me an email, or call me. The one thing I do want to request is that when you text me, that you identify yourself in that first text. Otherwise, I may not know your phone number and associate your phone number with you. Also, don't text me a novel. If you've got multiple questions, put it in an email. It'll work out a lot better for both of us. I do not use the internal instant messaging in D2L. I find that it doesn't always make a noise, so I don't always notice it. There is a 5-day pass-fail check on the first 5 days of the session, so that's why we have the discussion board on Thursday. The first one is due on Thursday, so that you'll be able to make that 5-day pass-fail grade. If you'll notice, this is our grading scale here. It's based, we have 245 points in this course, but you'll be able to at any point determine what your grade is by just looking at these percentages. And then in the actual course you can see these rubrics, but I do go ahead and put them in the syllabus, so it's easy for you to go back there. What you just saw that fly by right there, that's a rubric that applies to all the Dropbox written assignments. And then we have our discussion board rubric, and we also have our rubric that applies to video and Gene PowerPoint assignments. This rubric is a slightly modified from the one that is used for your final project for the actual program. So I like to use the same presentation rubric that they use for the final project, so that you get some practice in. So you can see that one's in there, and you can see it looks a little different because of the way I've copied it in. I've given you some paper submission guidelines, but basically we use APA 6th edition, but I did go ahead and list these in here to help you. And then we have some of the normal policies about plagiarism and cheating and disabilities and so on. So I'm going to bring the course over here for just a minute so that you can see it. Okay, we got the course there for you. I'm in as a student, so you can kind of see how it works, and you'll see that we have week 1, and so when you click on this week 1, I have my overview of assignment 1. They all kind of look similar because I like to use this ordinary blue template. So I'll usually have about the assignment, what the textbook readings are, and then give you your, in this case, assignment 1 discussion board, and then I give you some content that I've actually written that I think is appropriate to what I hope you learn. So there'll be some different things in here about myths and what every board member and director and executive should know, and so on. So I have a lot of content in here along with the readings and postings and things that I think it will help you. So if you'll go back and we look at this content section, you'll see that I've lumped them because we have all of these holidays. That's one reason I've done this. So I've got the week 2 and 3, the week 4 and 5, the week 6 and 7. It always starts with an overview. And the other thing I want to point out is that when you do a partner, partner, here is a partner paper that you're working together, then you also need to complete the team survey. And that's so that I can make sure that you're working together in that team well, in that partnership well. So hopefully that's going to help you make sure that if we have an issue, we can catch it quickly, or if we need to change something, we can do that as well. So I'm looking forward to talking to you soon, and I'm hoping that this overview, as you get placed in the course, gives you an idea of what we're going to cover and what we'll be doing. I'll talk to you soon.